Okay, everybody, welcome to my first video for this class. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to split this up into 3 videos. You guys just took a midterm. I hope it went well for you, first of all. And what I want to accomplish in these couple of videos is I want to answer the programming problems for the midterm. I hope you got them right. If you did, then you don't even have to watch these. But if you messed up something, then this is a kind of a chance to see where you went wrong. So getting straight down to business here, let's take a look at the first problem. The first problem asks us, which is actually a very popular coding interview question called Fizzbuzz. So Fizzbuzz is something that counts up from 1 to whatever number you want. In this case, we're going from 1 to 100. And if the number that we're currently on is a multiple of 3, we will print fizz. If it's a multiple of 5, we will print buzz. And if it's a multiple of both of the above, then you'll print fizzbuzz. Now, the purpose of this question and why I think it's used as an interview question is because it tests whether or not you know how to structure your if statements. Because it's not as simple as just following the diagram here, because I will show you it this way, and then I'll show you why it doesn't work. So let's just kind of follow the algorithm that this problem's telling us, and we'll experiment with it. The first thing that we need to recognize is we need a loop that counts from 1 to 100. So to do that, you can do it with, for I in range, we start at 1. We want to include 100, so we're really going to put a 101 there. And let's go ahead and pretty much just blindly code how it's set to here. So let's check it in order. If the number, which we called I, is evenly divisible by 3, we will print fizz. If that number is evenly divisible by 5, we will print buzz. And the last case is whether or not it is divisible by 3 and divisible by 5. In that case, we will print fizzbuzz. Now, if it's a multiple of neither of those, instead of printing fizzbuzz, we will simply just print the number it said, which is I. So there's a problem here. I'm going to go ahead and run the code, and we're going to discuss what that problem is, because chances are some of you might have made this mistake. So do you see how fizzbuzz is never printed? Only fizz is printed or buzz is printed. Now here's the problem here. So remember, with an if, elif, else structure like we have here, basically, when the first one of these if statements runs, then the rest of them are ignored. So what's the proper way to order these so that everything is accounted for and nothing is ignored? Well, I claim that the only thing that we got to do is take this guy and move it up here. And the reason why we did that, because think about it. Let's suppose that our number is 15, and we already know that 15 is both a multiple of 3 and 5. So in that case, fizzbuzz will be printed, and then nothing else will be checked. Because of course, since 15 is a multiple of 3, technically this if statement would run, and technically this one would run too. But we don't want those to run, because we already said that if it's a multiple of both, then we print fizzbuzz and be done with it. So if it's a fizzbuzz, none of these will run. If it's not a fizzbuzz, then if it's a multiple of 3, only this will run. If it's a multiple of 5, only this will run, or else this will run instead. So as you can see, 1, 2, fizz, 4, buzz, and then fizz again. And if you look at 15, which, like I said, is a multiple of both of them, then we have Fizzbuzz, and then we continue on forward. So that is how you tackle the Fizzbuzz problem. Feel free to ask me questions either on email or in class when we meet up again, and I can discuss anything that might not be clear. So, hope you enjoyed the video and stay tuned.